What up, everybody? It's the Well Spoken Token. Welcome to another episode of the Well Spoken Token podcast. Shit is different though. If you look, we got a fucking video. What's up, bro? You over there? You guys can see him. I can't just pretend like he's not here, like on the normal pod. What's going on, brother? You alright?
Yo, what's up, bro? Anyway, don't forget I got full camera control, so I'm gonna be fucking with cameras the entire time.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I love that. I gotta get used to that. I'd be like, is it camera one, camera two? We'll do it live. God damn it, Bill
We'll do
O'Reilly.
it live, nigga. We'll do it live. That should be one of those camera switch, another little camera switch right there. There I go.
So we damn near coast to coast. So I got like the Midwest coast, the mid coast.
You look like you're ready for a vacation there, Blade.
Hey, shit, I'm out here. This is an unlicensed fucking samurai nigga, like
unlicensed samurai, unnamed, uncategorized anime.
That's one of my favorite things about these swap meet shirts, right? Like, and I just recently put on that apparently these real popular swaps. I don't got no swap meets around here, so I don't really know. I just know fucking online checkout stores and shit like that. But apparently, niggas online say this is a swap meet, fire and shit.
I know my vintage
clothing companies, right?
Yeah, they call them Y2K shirts, nigga.
Oh, because of the fucking year and shit made, like, it's okay. Y2K, I feel you.
Yeah,
but like these motherfuckers here, right? Like, companies couldn't afford to like pay for real licensed characters and shit. Like, they couldn't get like Sananosuke, they couldn't get Piccolo. They were like, okay, well, draw a general nigga. Like, just find somebody that does this type of artwork, draw a vaguely similar nigga, and then put it out there. They can't sue us.
Damn right.
Like, they cannot copyright a language, so we'll throw anything and everything on that bitch. But I dig it, man. It's honestly really great camo. Like, if I'm out in the woods and shit, like, I'm actually like pretty well blended the fuck in.
Right, sure. All right, that makes sense, I guess. Shit. Let me make sure we're not overlapping over each other. This fucking Zoom shit is always a pain in the ass.
Yeah, well, that's why we're not using Zoom. We're using beautiful Discord.
Yeah, Discord, whatever. Zoom, Discord, video chat. It's all software.
Yeah, it's doing it live though is fucking crazy. I'm watching these waves. I'm like, please God, don't fuck up. But then,
that's why this shit's sounding like this. You over here fucking with waves. Stop fucking with waves.
I'm not fucking with anything. I just open. Like,
yeah, leave that shit the fuck alone. I got this beast of a monster over here, fucking churning. Fans blazing.
Taking no pictures and showing nobody.
Damn right, RGB going. I name it the Bat Computer.
Oh, the Bat Computer. Is that now the Bat Cave? Is that the new Bat Cave?
Absolutely not. I've actually gotten to the point where I kind of hate it down here. So like when I come down here, I'm like, oh fuck, we got nothing but fucking videos to record and edit and shit. This is a pain in the ass.
It's a job.
Yeah, it's some shit. But anyway, my boy, how you feeling, my boy?
Nah, nigga, I'm happy. I'm pretty goddamn excited. Last week was crazy, like I told everybody, but like since then, man, I've been chugging the fuck along. Been like enjoy. I was so goddamn excited. I watched like all the goddamn scary movies I could and didn't watch the last week of like fucking October because busy and getting shit done. So like I ended up fucking checking out like a clan favorite because the lady had never seen all the Paranormal Activity. Remember them shit?
Oh, Paranormal Activity. You and the lady was over there watching Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, that fucks with me, yo. The whole fam is just like, yo, what you gonna do with you and your lady? It's like I don't say it like that.
You and my lady, me and my lady. Yeah, they
go fucking hang out. Like, how did that become?
Hey, I don't get it. I don't get it. Last time I came home, fucking, I went to Dad's house and I went to Aunt. I mean, fuck already. We went to the aunt's house, plural, and they were like, "Oh, is he over there with his lady? Is he doing this with his lady?" And I'm like, "What the fuck are y'all talking about? Why y'all talking shit about my boy?" And then I heard you say it, and I'm like, "Oh, I get it now." It's
really
only
does sound like that, I guess.
It's not because you sound like that. It's only because like I think you use it as an excuse to get out of shit now.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I do. Maybe I do use my lady as a fucking excuse to get out of shit.
So like when you're getting ready to use it as like a crutch or whatever, you're like, oh yeah, I gotta go over there with me and my lady, and after that type of shit. But I'll never dress you down like that ever.
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. I look, I have built myself up so much that being dressed down by the fam is nothing.
Oh,
okay. It's absolutely easy.
Okay, yeah, all right.
I love this camera shit, nigga. Looking crisp.
Oh yeah. Look at it. Look at it. We doing a lot right now. Yo,
The whole bunch.
we really
Yo,
out here right now, nigga.
like,
We really out here.
hey, like, first of all, let's go ahead and give applause because this nigga is right here, like, with us. See his face when I say this shit. This motherfucker works real hard. Like, all these TikToks and shit. His man is really out here making content and making me look great. Like, he's making me look fantastic.
You look alright, I guess.
All right, whatever. You making me look, fucking 15, 20 followers a day good. I'm excited and happy about that.
Maybe like 8 a week, but you know what I mean. They're organic though. I talk to these niggas. I actually talk to these niggas.
We ain't out here paying for no damn, like, we're not doing that. We're not here paying niggas to be our friends. I wasn't out here on the playground like, I've got pennies and quarters for anybody that wants to hang out with me on the monkey bars. Does
anybody got anything for me? We could go play. You know what I mean?
My mom packed all these Laffy Taffies for me.
I won't even give you the shitty Valentine's Day cards. You can get the good ones.
I swear to God, I won't tell the jokes on the back, man, and ruin them for you. Like, I know you want to read the jokes too.
Yeah.
You guys remember that kid that read the jokes on the back of the Laffy Taffies like they were his?
Yeah, I think they still do that.
Okay, so, like, weird random deep cut that nobody cares about, nigga. Do you know that this is the 7th anniversary of that roast thing we used to do on Facebook where we'd be like, brothers, this and this, like,
what the fuck are you talking about right now?
Facebook, nigga. And I was looking at memories and I was like, oh my God, there's a whole thread of us roast.
Yeah, I don't. I'd rather not. We don't even gotta go down that.
Facebook nostalgia, nigga. I love that shit. Like, I'll wake up in the morning and be like, wow, exactly this much time ago, I was a fucking dweeb.
Nah, I'm not with it. You can keep that in the pocket. My girl recently.
My brother thinks Neo is just the bee's knees. # no challenge.
I said it
was hilarious. I said my brother loves Cosby sweaters like hood girls love Gucci purses.
Oh, we was in there. We was funny.
Yeah. You literally you fucked me off with this. My brother got popular off reciting Eddie Griffin jokes to unsuspecting white kids. I was like,
gotcha,
this
bitch.
Nigga is evil.
Gotcha, bitch.
Some white kid jumped in there and was like, that one is true for sure. I was like, who? Hey.
Yeah. I know why you said some white kid, by the way. So yeah, by all means, all respect. No need for that. Yeah, it's fucked up. Anyway, we know who said it.
Oh yeah, but this one was great. My brother bases his personality off funny, aloof white kids in suburban sitcom.
That's me.
I should have had it
that's me.
Michael Cera and
yeah. 2011 was a long time ago. Anyway,
God damn, this nigga said my brother think he has legit crumping routines for like 4 DMX songs.
You do.
That hurt me.
To this day, you do. Yeah. When Ja Rule versus Fat Joe happened, you was all about it. You was like, I'm about to put a whole routine out and kill these niggas. I'ma kill these niggas. Yeah, but it's all good.
Crumpin', man. Crumpin' was great.
I still fuck with Crumpin'.
Dance movie.
Crumpin' not dead. Crumpin' ain't dead. Shout out to Duke Deuce for keeping Crunk alive. He not crumpin', but you know what I mean. They doing a little bit of work. You know what I mean. I really.
Bring Crumpin' back. That's the next TikTok, nigga.
That's never gonna hit. That's never gonna hit. Before we get into TikTok, because I got a lot to say about TikTok very soon. You were saying about Paranormal Activity, right?
Yeah. So like, I was fucking around, digging on YouTube and shit, and I saw like, oh my God, there's a new Paranormal Activity movie. Like, next, and I was like, shit. And it's like it's pretty much like a tradition for me because like since I was old, and my first R-rated movie that I ever got to see in theaters, I ever walked in to see, was Paranormal Activity. Like Mom's, like we didn't have a whole lot of crazy birthdays until I started to become an adult, and like I guess we could like relate more.
Ain't it fucked up how the birthdays got better after we got older?
As we got older, nigga, like it was like, wait a minute, when we wanted all this shit, like we really wanted things, it would be like, nah, we can't do it this year, or like,
nah, we can't go to Chuck E. Cheese. We can't go to fucking whatever.
We can't like get all your friends together and go do shit. And then all of a sudden we started getting like teenage years and shit, and they were like, yeah, you know what? You want to actually do things. You want to pay for shit. Maybe we'll go do something.
Yeah, we'll do a little light work. You know what I mean? But might hit the skating rink, might hit the movies.
Parents' pocketbooks got way better once we started like having jobs.
Did the parents' pocketbooks get better, or was like mom's just way more guilty about shit?
She was just like, damn, childhoods, they were crazy. We better take care of that. I don't know. It probably was a little mom guilt. Like, white guilt, you got mom guilt, parent guilt. Niggas that have relationships with their parents further on in their lives, it's usually either like rental guilt or
if
maybe
your parents was like I mean, not saying moms is shitty, but like if your parents had like their issues like coming up or whatever, eventually shit's gonna round out if you kind of like stay on your bullshit. So shout out to mom. Shout out to the fact that things are working. I'm trying to figure out this camera shit, so ignore that. Anyway.
Oh no, you crazy. Anyway, so like she rounded up all the friends and shit. My mom's had just got like a Dodge Caravan, 1999.
It was not a 1999. Don't talk shit about the Caravan.
It was not 1999. That Caravan was what year?
It was like a 2002 or some shit. I don't know. Ask mom.
Maybe. Either way, it was a Dodge Caravan. Fit a bunch of niggas, and she said, "Get as many motherfuckers as you can fit in here." So I was like, "Cool, that's just about all my friends."
Yeah.
And
who'd you bring?
I brought fucking Lo Caistro. I brought fucking Patrick. I brought fucking you. Fucking.
It's his last name, so I don't know how you're gonna make that work.
Yeah, I was like, how am I gonna? We're gonna fucking go back and reverse names either way.
Yeah.
Fucking, and who else came? And yeah, I think.
Did he come? Yeah, he did come. He did come.
What's your name? Did come.
What's your name?
And so we all like, yeah, he was like, yeah. So Moms was the fucking guardian for everybody except for the niggas that just turned like 17. And she rounded us all up in the Dodge Caravan, took us to the Hong Kong spot and said, y'all get to go pick out a movie. I was like, bet, we're going to go to Paranormal Activity. Fuck. One. It was just Paranormal Activity at the
time. Fresh off the mint fucking Paranormal Activity in your, your junior year?
I was 17, so yeah, it was my junior year of fucking high school. I was like, hell yeah, I was very excited.
To not have to put anything in there. But what happened before we fucking went to the goddamn movies?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. We pulled up in the Hong Kong buffet. We were like, all right, cool. We go.
The shittiest fucking buffet in all of the fucking hometown. Not the shittiest. Probably one of like three. But like at the time, that fucking buffet was some bullshit.
Yeah, but the thing is you can eat all you wanted to. So it's like there are 3 good things on the menu. 3 good things. You can go get the chicken, the fucking fried chicken, and get the red sauce. You can get it because that's what I call it. Fuck that, like
the red sauce.
With the red,
red sauce.
The red sauce, nigga. So what the fuck is it called?
Nigga, so cultured.
I'm beautiful. Yeah, the chicken with the red sauce, the motherfucking General Tso's, and the goddamn sesame chicken. Sesame chicken was good too.
Sesame chicken.
And then every now and then the beef and broccoli be all right, but you got to look at it, right.
Yeah,
so
you got to look.
You
gotta look at the beef and broccoli, see if there's any oddities on the beef and broccoli.
Is it up to par? Is it up to, who's back there cooking it?
Yeah, who fucking with the beef and broccoli?
Why we got a live sushi bar at a goddamn buffet spot? Like, are you telling me it's all you can eat sushi back there? Is there live sushi just sitting there? Because I'm not gonna go back and want some sushi right off the bat. And also, it's 8.
Right,
it's 8 o'clock. Has the fish just been out since 8?
Yo, I never stopped and thought like, yo, hey, wait a minute, we have fucking sushi out since fucking
yeah, exactly.
God knows when.
It's just ice under there. It's just ice.
Right. So like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, that sushi's probably been out since like 7 o'clock. Especially in this no Asian people having ass city.
None of these motherfucking redneck ass fucking camo Carhartt wearing ass niggas is going to the sushi table. They're just not.
It's taking everything in me not to like adopt a shitty Asian accent and be like
it's new management since then, and a couple that owns it.
Yeah, how many times it's been new management?
Yeah, a lot. But that year was particularly bad. But it was so cheap. You could feed 7 kids and not have a problem. Like, Moms was doing her best.
Yeah, very true, very true. I wouldn't know the difference. Like, okay, cool.
How you gonna pull up with 7 boys talking about, the limit is $20 for
That's a lot of niggas.
That's a lot of motherfuckers.
But really, it's not a lot of niggas. It's only 3 niggas and a bunch of white kids and a Hispanic dude.
Hispanic boy. Loud Hispanic boy.
Pulling up to the Hong Kong buffet. We not on nothing. But anyway, tell the fucking streets what you did, nigga.
I'm about to, nigga. So yeah, we all sit down, right? And Mom's is like, all right, cool. Like, Mom was very into the like challenge shit. She was like, man challenge. I was like, what the fuck? And then my friends are like, what the fuck is a man challenge? And I'm like, well, guys, you don't understand. Mom's gonna make us do something weird or gross, right? To prove our manlyhood, and whoever does it best, I think we're gonna get money.
A grown woman is gonna make a bunch of teenagers prove their fucking manhood. We don't even know what the fuck that means. I said fuck it, but go on, nigga.
I wish she was into YouTube at the time. It would have really been a great like video.
So Moms would have been canceled.
Oh, eat well now, like
Yeah.
absolutely now. But yeah, nah, back then it would have been like Jackass. But yeah, so she was like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see who can eat the most wasabi.
Gross.
Now, she waited until after we had been there for like an hour. So there's plates just piled up. It looks like a cartoon at how many fucking plates all of our young.
It looked like Goku was going through these plates.
It looked like an anime scene. We was just fucking it up in there. So like everybody's full as fuck. We done drank Sprite and soda and shit. We ready to go watch this movie and shit. But we still got time. She looks around. She's like, yeah, man, challenge. Let's see who can eat the most wasabi. All right. You're gonna take a spoonful, right? Dip it in there, put it in your mouth. You can hold it, you can swallow it, but whatever it is, you gotta take it, right? And so I'm like, all right, cool.
Pause.
So we get in. Yeah, whatever it is, you gotta take it. Big pause.
Whatever it is, young niggas,
you gotta take
it.
Yo.
Oh yeah. No.
Everybody around the table that's like gonna participate. So it's like 5 of us. Everybody grabs like a spoonful and they're like, grab it, dick it. I mean, what? Yeah, hold on.
What the fuck is going on? What's going on in your brain? Don't even mark it. Keep it going. Dick it. Go on. Keep going. Yeah, dick it. Dick it.
Yeah, so just take it. Like, take it straight to the mouth. And goddamn, pause.
Oh, he going off. This nigga different.
Eat the wasabi.
He's different. He different. Go on.
So immediately, right? Fucking Locaistro spits that shit out. What? He's done. He didn't vomit.
Didn't even try.
Nope. Done. The $20 is not worth it, right? So cool. It's me, it's you, it's fucking Frosto.
I ain't eat no fucking wasabi.
You didn't eat no wasabi? I thought you were there.
Wasabi.
You didn't even put it in your mouth.
I've never been stupid.
The reason that this is blocky to me is gonna come out real soon. But yeah, it's 3 of us. We come back. It's like, all right, cool. It's the second spoon time. We've already eliminated one person. Everybody else has had one. So we dig in. Boom, blam. We go second spoon. Just fucking shove it right there. And like, my strategy was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just immediately swallow. It's gonna be gritty. It's gonna be hot, but fuck it, immediately.
That shit gonna be gritty and hot. Get him, boy.
So yeah, I just immediately swallow it. Cool, bet. And I look over, and right after I swallow like this big chunk of fucking wasabi, right? Look over, and fucking Frosto has proceeded to just fucking vomit on the table. But he had unfolded a napkin, calling himself being considerate because he knew he wasn't gonna go anywhere to go fucking vomit.
You know the vibes.
Unfolded a goddamn napkin and then just vomited on the table in the napkin, and it was just like, and oh yeah, hold on, before we continue, it's gonna get real gross. It's already gross right here. For anybody that's sensitive, just go ahead and hit the 15-second fast forward button
until it's not this no more. until this shit just fucking cut.
Until something different is being spoken about, just keep hitting that button. It's like 3 or 4 times because it's gonna take a second. Because I want to talk about Paranormal Activity for real, but this is just too good. This is the same night,
right?
So he just proceeds to vomit on the table, but he folds it up. It's very contained in this napkin, but it's just this gross little poly pocket of vomit. Like,
oh god! Oh god! That's not it.
And I'm like, bro, and so I see it. I cannot stop myself. Now everyone starts laughing and joking, but I cannot stop. I'm like, hey, look, I'm done. I get up. I don't even stop. I get up immediately. Don't say shit to anybody after seeing the shit and run straight to the bathroom.
You know the vibes.
Run immediately to the restroom. I don't say anything to anybody. I just get up and go to the bathroom like a fucking sensible person. I move away.
I get out the mix. I go to the bathroom like a fucking human.
Like a goddamn Homo sapien, not a fucking Neanderthal, and I vomit in the bathroom. But the problem is this: I don't make it to the toilet. So I just dropped to my knees. in the bathroom. Now this part I know is crazy because you didn't see this.
I didn't.
Like,
I was so nervous that we was gonna get kicked the fuck out. I was so nervous we was gonna get kicked the fuck out that I was like, no way in hell. I'm not involved. It's not my family.
One of them has a napkin of vomit. like, so I'm just in the bathroom on my knees. I just got done eating at a fucking Chinese buffet, and I've been eating for like an hour. I'm stuffed.
You sound fat than a bitch.
Exactly,
I just got done eating for an hour.
Yeah, I'm fucking stuffed. I'm 5-6 plates in, and everything starts coming out of me in waves, dog. In waves, and I'm on my knees, and I'm like, just keep it in my brain. I'm going, just keep it in a concise pile. It'll be easy.
Just keep it all right here. Just keep it in a square.
I just keep. I'm heaving.
Right.
Heaving. Probably in the bathroom for like what, 10, 15 minutes.
You was in there for a grip because after a while I was like, okay, I can't pretend like this ain't my family.
Exactly. Somebody checked on me, and they were like, "What's going on?" I was just like, and like they're like, "Oh God." Like, what did they say when they got back to the table after they came in? Because I don't even know who came in. I was
I barely remember the conversation, but I do because like I'm always gonna have that weird type of anxiety, like when my brother's like not around and I know he's supposed to be around. So I'm like, oh shit, this nigga ain't been back in like 10 minutes. Mom's is playing it cool, and these niggas don't give a fuck. But this nigga's dying. Where is he at? So I think what was it, Patrick? No, it wasn't Patrick. Did Shipley come through?
No, he wasn't there that year.
Okay. Well, one of them white motherfuckers showed up and checked on you.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't know who. They just checked in and they're like, oh shit, and they left. And I was like, I don't even remember what the fuck I said. But I was just fucking going at it. So I probably 15, 20 minutes of this, right? Before I finally stop and I'm like, I can't just. So I just begin to start grabbing all the paper towels and cleaning it up.
Right.
But like, the way I cleaned it up is like, you know that a lot of public restrooms have like a hole, like a drain.
Right. Like a shitty drain, like that you could piss in if you had to.
Exactly. So I was like, I just gotta find this drain. It was behind the door, mind you.
It was just so they could hose it out.
I'm in here with my foot against the door like it's Pursuit of Happiness. You know that scene where the niggas in the in the bathroom and then somebody's trying to get in the bathroom. He's like, "No, we're sleeping here.
No, we're napping."
And he cried.
Me and Jaden in here sleep.
That's me, and my child is the vomit. And I'm just so I'm just cleaning it up, and it takes me a good bit. I'm like 10, 15 minutes. Like that's 35 minutes in the bathroom just cleaning. Nobody else has checked on me. I mean, nobody else that I know of because my foot is against the door.
Right.
Once I finally cleaned up everything, right, I'm like, okay, I've got to come out of this bathroom and I've got to go see these.
Yeah, right. I gotta confront them niggas. It's November 17th, and it's my birthday. I can cry and vomit if I want to. I'm gonna pull up, and I'm gonna pretend like nothing ever happened.
I've got to go, and I've got to go watch this movie with these niggas and have the rest of my birthday party, and I've just emptied my stomach for 35 minutes. Like I ate for an hour, vomited for 30. Pretty crazy. Like, is that a record? Like,
I don't fucking know.
Then they put it in.
I have no fucking clue. But either way, you was like, all right, guys, I had my little time. Let's go see Paranormal Activity. Let's forget all about it.
You niggas didn't even wait. Mom's was hilarious at the time. I guess she thought this was real funny because after I finally spent 35 minutes in this, right, I cleaned everything up. I walked out. Now, as I'm walking out, I see my fucking soon to be like senior English teacher, and it was crazy. I just cleaned.
Who was that?
Miss, the one that got in trouble.
Hey, that's not true.
Yeah,
that's not true. That's not true.
That did happen.
Because by the time I was a senior, she was already out the fucking shit.
Nah, that was definitely her because she replaced Miss.
Ah,
went blind.
She was like this reverse.
Yeah, I know. The second semester of my junior year, my English teacher blind.
Right.
And she had who was not much older than us, and she got caught up in a fucking.
Anyway, we don't gotta sit up there and rehash that because I got in trouble for talking about it. Moving on the fuck on.
Either way, I walk out the bathroom, see my English teacher. I'm like wiping vomit on my face. I'm like, hey, bitch, bye. And I look, and the table that had all the tables that had been pushed together for my very large party, they were empty. Nobody was there.
10 people.
And I was like, damn, did everybody get kicked out? Or is that, I mean, like, what happened? So I'm like, shit, did they pay?
Right.
I don't have any money. I just left. I was like,
how do restaurants work? I'm 17. I ain't never been nowhere.
Like, it's my birthday. I vomited for 35 minutes. I've been left. I walked outside. I did not see anybody. I began to say, maybe they just knew I was going to, maybe I'll just walk to the movie theater because it's right up the road.
It's right there.
I start walking up the movie theater. And as I do that, this fucking Dodge Caravan comes pulling up, screeching next to me. The fucking side door opens, and all my friends open the door and scream, "What up, Chuck?"
I remember.
And I was like, damn.
I remember. It was a terrible place to be at the time because I was sitting up there like, yo, don't talk about him like that. He just has some bad wasabi. It's really nobody's fault. But it's all good.
It was fucking hilarious. I loved it. It was memorable. I vomited everywhere. I got called up Chuck for like a solid 8 months. Great.
Fantastic.
But yeah, we went to go that same night. We pull up in the fucking Paranormal Activity, and I got the last laugh because everybody was pissing. We were all very scared little 17-year-olds.
It wasn't that scary, nigga.
I'm not. It fucked me up. I was very, very afraid because you got to think found footage films, right? You had the Blair Witch, and that was not scary. I remember watching. That was one of the first like scary movies I watched. A sleepover or some shit when mom let me out of the house. Like,
right?
Yeah, I was like, this is trash. I was not impressed, but when it came to like 2010, 2011's Paranormal Activity 1, like it was new to me, and I was already kind of keyed up from the trailers, like watching everybody kind of get these scares and shit. And it was like one of the moments where I was into the eerie moment,
right,
of the show. Like when the bitch is like, "I'm gonna get out the," well, excuse me, Katie. When Katie gets out the bed, she stands there for 30 minutes. Or no, not like 3 hours, just like fucking standing there. I'm like, damn, that could really happen. I'm asleep next to a woman, and then she just gets up out of bed and she's just standing there for 3 hours.
And to be fair, at the time, nobody really knew if the footage on fucking Paranormal Activity was like real or fake. Because there was still found footage had found its resurgence and like whatever the fuck. I get it. Okay, cool.
Just off of MySpace, like we were still
right. Like, I mean, it was 2000. It was 2010, nigga. Nobody was fucking. MySpace was dead already.
I didn't make a MySpace till I was like sophomore. Facebook till I was in sophomore in high school.
Yes, Facebook. Yes. Yeah,
that's what. Yeah, either way, we were coming off that shit, and YouTube was still getting like just beginning popular, and niggas were like doing a lot of cons and shit where you could like believably put some shit out there and be like, "Oh, this is paranormal." So you got to watch this shit. I was fucking heavily into it. I was very engrossed. I was fucking immersed, okay? I was having a blast. My friends were immersed. We got fucking pants scared off of, and that night nobody wanted to go home alone. Like,
right?
We had to drive.
But wasn't no sleepovers, nigga.
Hell no. We driving niggas home. You can't come back to the crib. You gotta go. My mom spent $40, $50 on you tonight. You gotta get up out of here.
All right, we will never financially recover from this night. So y'all might as well go ahead and take the L on this bitch.
You niggas fucked the light bill up for this month, but it's fine. It's fine. My son's first 17th birthday. He's never gonna get another.
You were not. I don't think you turned 17. I think you turned 16, nigga.
No, I was old.
No. Because you turned 17. You turned 17 because you was excited. You was geeked to be able to go in there with no ID, like with no parental supervision, even though you had parental supervision.
Even though I have. Well, we still brought niggas that were underage. Like it wasn't like.
Yeah, I was underage.
Yeah. So it wasn't like we couldn't. Yeah, that was wild, and you were less scared than I was.
Yeah, no, I mean, I knew it was like I don't know if I knew it was fake. More so, like it was the type of horror movie. It was like, well, let's see what happens. Let's see what goes on in this bitch. Let's see if they like, really talk about some shit in this bitch.
Is this nigga really that dumb? Like he is really antagonizing this ghost,
right? Oh yeah. Put your paws on him if you want to, nigga. I barely remember the first Paranormal Activity. I put Paranormal Activity in The Purge in the same category of I remember the first movie but barely, and the rest is just all a blur.
Shit, did you go in and watch the fucking sequels and shit? Like was that ever?
Hell, I saw Paranormal Activity 2 and whichever one they had with the Connect in it. Whatever movie with the Connect in it was the one that fucked me up.
That was 4.
Okay. It took 4 movies to fuck me up. So, Paranormal Activity's pussy. They some bitches.
Paranormal Activity 2, nigga, is the scariest one of the original 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, because Paranormal Activity 2, Christy gets chunked down, like pulled down the stairs. That like twice
This
with the
nigga know the
first time
continuity.
cover. I'm
Look
like,
at
oh
him.
my god, that shit's terrifying. And then she gets just slammed in the basement, and
Not
you don't even see the bitch leave the basement. It's like, the whole Katie thing, which is Katie is the woman in the first one, right?
mm-hmm.
If you guys didn't check that shit out, Katie's the first one. She had the original experience. And then this shit loops around. Like, there's a whole fucking Paranormal Activity universe. There's 6 movies. I divide them into like the original 3 and the next
few. I don't know. Either way, I'm not gonna fucking start watching them again. October's over.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about shit no more. I'm not watching scary shit. I'm not doing none of that. I'm a chill at the crib. I'm gonna watch my fucking anime and bullshit and leave it alone.
I'm watching the fuck out of goddamn Paranormal Activity next because I'm just that hooked. I want to know what's the next chapter. And I got Paramount Plus. I'm gonna watch that shit. Might even be tonight. But I was like, I gotta finish the rest of them because I hadn't seen the Mark Goes to Me. But if you're a Paranormal Activity fan and shit like that, hit us up in the comments. I'm gonna make a post about this. Like, try to cut together maybe all the fucking scary parts.
Are you?
Don't you fucking look at me like that?
Are you gonna make a thing? Are you gonna put it out? Are you?
I don't know. But speaking of making things and putting shit out there, you said you had a lot to talk about TikTok.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the fucking engagement and love on TikTok. A lot of people are like folded into family just off of being on a new platform, being able to like get people out here and checking us out. So I really appreciate all the engagement. Anybody that's here because of TikTok, shout out to y'all. All my day ones, A1s, I love y'all. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in and shit like that. We're gonna get to the actual childhood memory. But yeah, nigga, you was talking about TikTok and shit.
Yeah. So we've been working on the fucking TikTok for the past couple weeks. We've been working on like improving our socials and like the social presence and engagement and shit over the past couple weeks. And every app is fucking different, bro. Every fucking app has got its own set of rules. Every app's got its own set of fucking bullshit. And, I didn't expect TikTok to be as weird as it fucking is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the whole thing, the setup was like, all right, I was already very like hesitant about jumping into the TikTok world because I thought it was all dance. I like to dance, but I'm not dancing. I'm not doing whatever. So
right.
I thought it was a, fucked up, overdone, redone like Vine. That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But like the fucking algorithm is so fucking sophisticated. There's so much random shit that impacts like what gets you seen, what doesn't get you seen. So we've just been kind of like throwing shit at a fucking wall, and we finally hit like 65, 70K on fucking TikTok, and it's probably the worst thing that has ever fucking happened to us.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, very appreciative, like I said earlier, about the likes and like that. But like, so we had a video that we thought was hilarious. Love this artist.
Hilarious is a strong word. I definitely don't think it's hilarious, by the way.
I think it's great. I mean, like, I guess hilarious. More people are laughing at it than if you look into those comments. There's a lot of people that are laughing,
and we will definitely get there. But go on. What was you saying?
There's a lot of people laughing, right? And don't get me wrong. There's a appreciation, right, for what's going on in the video and TikTok and shit. But we basically took a cut down version, an interview that Kevin Gates had where they did like a thing on the internet called Over. It's like a YouTube show, and you pick out things that are overrated or and Kevin's particular segment on the show was just fucking gold because he takes his time out to talk about his interest in, right? They're like, is this particular band overrated or he was nah, nigga, you don't understand. You can't say this song without saying this song.
Right.
And you like sing the actual lyrics of the song word for word, bar for bar, and it's fucking great. If you're a Kevin Gates fan and you're a fan of this music, you're like, this album needs to happen right now. So there's some people that are super excited about it. Some people are like, yo, this shit's just fucking dope. Like it makes you resonate with Kevin even more if you already did, or if you didn't resonate with Kevin, suddenly it's like, oh wow, I get it, and he becomes like a nigga that you can relate to, right? And then there are a good deal of people who just think it's funny.
Yeah. So
who think it's
here's the issue. Here's the issue that I'm like taking with it, right? So like, I remember we both saw the fucking interview like 4 years ago, right when Isla was coming out, right? And like, you know, a lot of people don't realize, like a lot of people may not know, well shit, it's probably not uncommon knowledge that we're like both Kevin Gates fans. We fuck with the nigga like on the interview level and on the fucking like personal music tip.
I'd read Kevin's book. I give Kevin when Kevin Gates put the book out, like I'm reading it.
Yeah, like I'm a fan, you know what I mean? Like I fuck with the nigga. And you know, like one of the things that I like about him is because he's so honest about like what influences him, what he likes, etc., etc. So in this over under fucking interview, there's a period of time where they ask him if Red Hot Chili Peppers is overrated or underrated, and that nigga just starts singing fucking Scar Tissue. You know what I mean? And you know, the nigga went to jail. You know, nigga went to jail. So like, the only things that you can like listen to in jail is like shit that comes on the radio. So, like, of course you're going to hear that shit like, Scar Tissue that I wish you saw. Sarcasm is to know it all. Great song. And he put his own little spin on it, and it's good. You know what I mean? So I'm like, my social media philosophy when I'm trying to interact with people and, like, you know, expand the well-spoken token reach and shit is like, hey, oh, wait, let me full screen this bitch. Like, my social media philosophy for this shit is like, hey, it's better to stand on the same ground and rub elbows with people who, you know, appreciate and like the same shit than it is to like talk shit about stuff. Like, I'm not a clout chaser. I'm not a fucking hype beast. I'm not finna fucking go out there and just like,
I'm not out here to like, I'm not trying to pull this thing up to dog on it or just jump on the hype train. To make people, oh, this is trendy. Like, I've got to do this right now.
Right. I'm not, before I make it a joke, I make it appreciation, you know?
Absolutely.
So like, with love. So like, you know, I go out there, I post it, and like the caption is probably what fucked us, but the caption was like, you know what I'm saying? Never forget that Kevin Gates was a scene kid, right? Now, to all the niggas out there that weren't in theater and fucking didn't fucking grow up in that time period, a scene kid,
alternative black, as some people have liked to call it.
It's not alternative black, and this is, I mean, once again, I don't want to fucking subscribe to the shit them niggas was on. But so what's a scene kid? What's a scene kid to you, nigga?
Oh, me? So like, scene kid is like a style of dress. It's a sound of music. Like as of now, like people don't consider Black Veil Brides a scene band, but like they're like, oh, that's like, I'm talking like fucking straightened pink, light pink hair with black, like highlighted pink black hair, Gur Rar type shit. Fucking, yeah, remember Gur Rar?
Yeah, I remember Rar XD, nigga.
You are?
Yeah. We was all on MySpace, nigga. No, to me, like the scene kids were just like niggas who were into that particular style. Fuck,
they were into the scene, dressing like the band, like looking like the band.
They would put on like basically a Halloween costume to emulate the band or emulate the band's tendencies or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
World where the word cosplay exists, this nigga said putting on a Halloween costume.
Nonetheless, I'm not trying to talk shit because like so many of our friends were scene niggas. You know what I mean?
I had one great black shirt and I wanted to be a scene nigga for like a
it was cool.
Cool. It was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
The clique that was around, it was like these niggas, they kind of had it.
Yeah. So it was like, to me, it was more so like a headspace, like a mentality than it was like a particular set of hard pressed rules and shit, right? So I was like, never forget it. And it was like,
we weren't thinking about like what the culture was gonna say when they were like
the scene culture. The scene culture.
Yeah,
anyway, fucking
apparently we found out like there's like 20,000 to 60,000 niggas that were like, hey, scene, this ain't scene, nigga.
Right.
Blink-182 ain't scene, bitch. Like,
right, true. And so
the problem. They were like the songs that Kevin was singing, they were like, this isn't scene.
Yeah, it was fucking annoying because it was just like, all right, in the video or whatever, right? He starts singing like Blink-182's fucking "What's My Age Again," right? So and he put his own little shit. He did his little jig or whatever. Alone. It was a Friday night. I walked alone to get the feeling right. And I didn't. I was that day years old when I found out that the lyric was, I wore cologne, not I walk alone. It's I wore cologne.
Same here, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's so cool. Like, and that's the type of discovery that I like when we're online and we're just like talking to each other on this made up fucking plane and world where we could just
Yeah,
like,
man.
you know, so it was all cool.
I
But then
connect with you and
here come these elitist ass niggas.
scene.
That's not scene. Blink 182 isn't scene.
What kind of scene music?
Since when is Blink 182 scene? Like, what the fuck? And it's like
Kevin Gates, like fucking is Kevin Gates pouring his soul out for you motherfuckers,
right,
giving us goods.
He's
like,
automatically like, you know, just putting whatever. And I'm like, you know, if a white motherfucker, and I'm not trying to take it this direction, right? Well, I mean, fuck it.
But here's the deal. You cannot help that the lens that you have to see things through sometimes is that, right? It's not a situation where that's where you land, like as far as your conclusions go, right? But that is a lens that you have to look at. It's just like, oh wow, are you laughing at me or are you laughing with me?
Well, this is before we even talking about laughing, right? Because it's just like,
I mean, like the way that you're coming at this, like what the way that you're looking at this.
Yeah.
Are you here in support of this, or are you here because you thought that supporting this was not funny, but like edgy?
I don't know if it's edgy, like whatever the fuck. More so like once the video went up, once the video went live, and motherfuckers started watching it, and it was all nice, cool, and good and shit. A nigga came out the woodwork and was like, "Is this a scene ban?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I don't fucking know, nigga. It doesn't matter." I used the caption. I used the word for the sake of using the word. It doesn't really matter. It got its attention, and what fucking ensued was this bullshit debate about what's seen, what isn't seen, and I'm just like, you know, I feel like the only reason this is being looked at under this much scrutiny is because Kevin Gates is a black dude, and he is from the streets of Baton Rouge, and you know, he's from the streets of Baton Rouge, and niggas, you know what I mean? Like, you know, y'all weirdo motherfuckers are in your own way trying to pull his card. It's like,
gatekeep.
Kevin Gates never claimed to be a scene kid, nigga. I said that shit.
And honestly, I would dare you to ask Kevin Gates himself.
Kevin wouldn't say he was a scene kid in the first place. He'd probably just be like, he'd be like, I like what I like. And it's just like, why the fuck the niggas
like that dude over there? He said what he said, right?
Right. Like,
I can't help how he feel.
Like at its core, you know what I'm saying? Like me and my fucking history of dating scene broads, you and your history of dating scene broads. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, like we know what scene is. You don't have to explain to me what the fuck scene is. And I was only saying that ironically to give it the lens, or to give it a frame, because that's what you got to do on fucking social media. And
put it in focus.
Yeah, you got to put it in a frame. And a nigga just coming out of nowhere talking about like, oh, you know, that's not this, whatever. It's like, you know, if you was white, you wouldn't say that shit. You wouldn't care. It would just be what it was. Because like, no matter how you cut it, Kevin Gates dresses weird. He likes eclectic music. He self-harms. He's got serious issues. Like, that's a scene, nigga.
He's got all the makings.
He's got everything that you need. He's got a tragic backstory. You know, like, come on, son. That's a scene, nigga. And the only reason y'all putting him under that scrutiny is because he's a big, well, not big anymore. He's a big, strong, black gangster-looking nigga. And y'all don't want to fucking give anything, because that's the only thing a lot of these niggas had, like, coming up. Like, the only thing they had was like that weirdo, not weirdo, because we was there, but that,
I'm about to say, it's their culture. It's literally their culture and their gatekeeping. Like, it's like, hey, and for us, they came at us pretty hard, right? For me, right, it didn't hit me that hard. I was like, niggas been gatekeeping for a very long time.
Nigga, I was annoyed.
I understand, nigga. You made it. Like, you went through and you crafted it and you put it out there.
I didn't make it. Kevin made it. But anyway, fucking what annoyed me was,
and people kind of went in and said, we're gonna have a debate because there's no way in fuck this is scene. You can't describe the scene. Why would you label it such? And they try to come at us like the culture was that important.
I mean, I bet to these, because like one thing it kept me up at night for a while was like, this is the only thing a lot of these niggas had. A lot of these niggas never grew up out of high school. A lot of these niggas never like stopped and was like, oh, I'm bigger than this bullshit that I grew up on. I'm bigger than a fucking, what's the name? A Day to Remember. I'm bigger than Sleeping with Sirens. I'm
bigger than Atreyu.
Right. I'm me, and I don't have to be defined by the shit that I grew up listening to, you know?
Yeah. exactly. And they never got to the point where they were instantiating themselves. It was like, oh wow, this is just me standing out here.
Right.
My identity is still wrapped up in the music. But again, this is me speculating because like I don't know these niggas, and like who knows what the fuck homie meant like when he came through. Like there was a debate online, a lot of people got involved, and what was interesting to me, and I was excited about, right? Because like I wasn't trying to get too hard in my feelings because there was moments where I was just like, hold on, bitch, I'm gonna jump in the comments and just get to talking shit. But then you were like, go high, nigga, go to high road.
Yeah, you always got to go high. Like, even if I'm mad, I can't be on social media, like, trying to be in a flame war talking shit. Because, like, what are you really building when you do it that way?
Exactly. Because, like, you can't open a discourse. You can't have this conversation. And mind you, I'm glad that in the comment section, right, that you got in there and had, like, attempted to have some poison, attempted to give people opportunities to speak. And the fact that it kept you up at night. Because it was just like, hold on, wait a minute. Did I actually offend this group of people?
I mean, let it be known, and I don't give a fuck. I'm on my Dave Chappelle. I don't give a fuck if I offended anybody who identifies as a fucking scene kid. Like the fuck, nigga, you identify as MySpace. That's fucking stupid. Anyway,
a fucking script, nigga. Like that's you,
right? Like your whole life. And granted, the scene has probably saved a lot of niggas, you know. And
Absolutely.
Good for y'all. But if this is your whole personality, if you're 30 and you still use this as your primary driver for your personality, that's fucking stupid. Take care of your kids.
Okay. But question about that. Like, what about niggas that are like all hip hop?
I think that's stupid too.
Okay, so Joe Budden, like,
yeah,
nigga is like, hey, you're still just like all hip hop. That's literally all you. If it wasn't for your children, you probably wouldn't have a player person.
No, nigga, if any fucking music genre is the primary reason that you get up in the morning and like that's how you dress according to that fucking stupid fucking rule book that you're trying to adhere to, like, nigga, you need better shit to do with your fucking life.
So you're lame. Okay, it's like, hey, if you country music niggas, is country music is all you listen to, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
Like, persona and personality.
Anytime you look at a music genre or a social status, whatever the fuck.
Oh, anytime you look at like, hobby or something like that of yours.
Yeah. As your primary driver of like who the fuck you are, like, nigga, no. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I can get behind that. It's like you should be your personality, your general persona should be built up on something.
Right.
Hey, this is me. Like these are my values.
Like it's okay to have nuance, nigga. You don't have to be, you know what I mean? You don't have to fucking get up, put on trip pants, dye your hair every fucking day, and then like, you know what I mean, put the shit on or whatever. You don't have to argue with a nigga on TikTok because a nigga knows songs that you know.
And shit. So in talking about that, right? Because I'm very excited. I love it when shit goes and blows up and shit like, because even though like some of it might be as organic as possible, I'm still like, damn, that's the most attention that like this is getting. This is the most attention that something that connected to me has gotten, right? So it's like, okay, well, let's try to. What I'm happy about is that there's so much stuff that encapsulates this. It's like, oh, this is not just Kevin Gates, but I can see where this particular thing, it becomes like what did you call that shit?
What did I call it? What did
Iron
I call
Lung?
it? Oh, the fucking the Iron Lung, because you know that the Radiohead has a song called My Iron Lung, or it's Iron Lung, one of them, and it's about the song Creep by Radiohead, and how like the only thing to so many niggas, the only thing that defines Radiohead is the song Creep, and it's like, wow, we have so much other shit, we do so much other shit than
we made
just Creep. So like, you know what I mean? And that's why I'm saying like that might be the worst thing that ever happened to us, because
like the 60K, the 70K, the eventual 100K that we
get
I'm
immensely grateful that we got so much fucking engagement based off of that shit.
I'm gonna stop because I don't think that it was on the platform beforehand. Introduce something.
Maybe not. I don't know. Either way, fucking I'm glad it was there, but the problem is I don't wanna, like, we don't fucking sell that. We don't sell that bullshit.
We don't. That's like,
we sell podcast. We sell YouTube. We sell whatever the fuck. So it's like now we have to deal with like having to separate ourselves. So like every fucking TikTok, every fucking thing that we put out afterwards was
have to kind of relate to
that
this
shit.
and
took such a fucking hit, nigga. Like that shit took such a hit.
It wasn't what the masses wanted, right? Was not what we were giving.
Yeah.
And it was like,
and all of a sudden we went from like
a demand for a supply we weren't trying.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, oh damn. Like if anybody has had any experience with selling drugs or being a middleman with drugs, sometimes you get random gifts, right? Sometimes motherfuckers give you things. Like I've received cocaine as a like
a very
I've
weird bag.
Never received cocaine.
Very weird
allegedly.
bag.
I just thought about that. I was like, I've received cocaine. That's not something you want to put out there for the NSA.
No, I never did that. Why would I ever know?
I've never received cocaine. That's all alleged hypotheticals. But yes,
it's all bullshit. That never happened.
At some point in time, so hypothetically speaking, say you get a drug, right? Or you get something that's right, and you don't have a lot of it, but somebody just gave it to you, okay? And you're like, shit, well, I don't do this, but you had somebody that you know that does enjoy this, does want. So this one time, right? They're like, oh damn, I can really use that, and you're like, hey, I got it. So, and you give it to them, or you sell it to them, or you trade for it. Suddenly, that person, right, in their brain now connects you with that thing, right. So 2-3 weeks down the line, right, they're out of the thing that they like. They want more of it, right? They remember that you had it that one time, so they hit you up about it, and they're like, hey, can you find me this? Can I buy more? Can I trade you more for this? And suddenly you have created a demand for a product that you did not want to sell.
Yeah.
That you don't have. Right? So I'm not Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be Kevin Gates.
Well, more importantly, because it's not what bothered me the most was not just the fact that it was Kevin Gates, right? It was the idea that this is popular because this nigga, quote, shouldn't be into this.
Okay. And you think that that's same with the Sada Baby TikTok that you put out this
I mean, just posted the Sada Baby. Now I'm just trying to lean into the niche that the fucking app.
That like motherfucking rappers and people that are like into like a particular genre or make this type of music or have this type of image are not into these things.
Right. Or, like that perpetuation. You want these niggas to be, and once again, your name is the well fucking spoken token.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, literally the name of the show, the name of my show.
Yeah.
Our show. Show.
Yeah.
Is the well spoken token podcast. And I do it because I want to lean into that and show people out here that like, hey, yo, there's more to this than like just being a token. There's more than this than just appeasing white people.
Yeah.
These takes, these takes, like the way I feel about shit, the way I look at shit, or just the experience that I had fucking growing up or being me on a daily basis extends past and out to people that you would never expect, like Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
Or like Tumbo singing, goddamn me, let me see me do my dance, Sada Baby ass nigga. Like, they love this shit too. And the weird thing is that instead of allowing it to bring people together, like we really hope, like, oh, we're all having a great time. We're laughing, not because he's doing something silly, but because this is so fun, right? And this concept, and sometimes you laugh when you see something that you never thought you.
True.
It's just shock and awe of the situation.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And that's all nice and cool and all, right? That's all nice and cute.
That's not what happened.
But like, to me, I'm always gonna get pissed off about it. I'm always gonna be like, all right, nigga, come on, let us not be binary. Let's not all just be a fucking monolith. Like, put some respect on fucking black people. Put some respect on different fucking cultures. We're allowed to be into whatever the fuck we're into, And
so don't come at us like don't come at us like it's like a weird thing.
Yeah, but we're still eating off of it, and that's what fucking that's what bothers me the most. Like the most views I've ever gotten on social media, period, was on fucking TikTok with Kevin Gates singing fucking like pop punk. Yeah, pop punk emo songs.
What they corrected us. They were like, "Yeah, this is pop punk."
Yeah, that's it. That's the shit that pisses me off because it's like everybody thinks it like, oh fuck, what the fuck. Anyway, fucking everybody thinks it's okay to like correct you, and like that's the reason that shit's popping is because like the conversation that's getting started from this bullshit is. Like, oh, this, that, whatever, like, let's have the discourse about gatekeeping. And I don't want that to be associated with the brand, nigga.
I get it. But the thing is that it has to be, right? And this is just a peep into the BTS, like behind the scenes of fucking token shows, because like absolutely there can be times where like our feelings on shit clash. Very different. Look at the tones of the rooms right now. All right. My shit's all blue and cool, calm, right? His shit's all red. I'm fucking around.
Are you high?
I'm
for
not.
For you to fucking bring that up, okay, it's colors, nigga. It's colors, nigga. But
anyway. But like that's the difference here, right? I'm a type of individual that's gonna look at it and be like, I'm upset, I'm very angry, but when I'm told, hey, go to high road, I stop looking at it. But the principle, like what I love about this nigga here, right, is that his principles lead his ass. He's like, no, fuck that. I don't give a shit if we got 60,000 views, 70,000 views. This was not what the fuck we signed up for. We wanted you niggas to enjoy our gameplay podcast, like all our stuff.
Just enjoy the taste, nigga. Just enjoy like the spectrum.
This is why we put this out there. Now we got to try to lean in and fucking it please you people, but that's not me. That's not me at all. I'm just like, and what I relate this to is right. Look at the ASAP mob, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know ASAP mob, that's ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg, you know
the rest of the ASAPs, the whole ASAP gang,
ASAP, 12E, all the bunches of them motherfuckers,
talented niggas.
A group of New York Harlem ass, right? Grouped together and due to one person's vision, right? Like everybody else had their own things that they were working on, but one guy, ASAP, right, built a brand online, got a Tumblr together and crafted an aesthetic. Okay, he put out videos that weren't his, like not like saying that they weren't his, but like,
but they fit the aesthetic that we were hunting for.
Exactly. He gathered not a following, but he culminated like a place that all of these people's interests were like. Yeah, excuse me. He made a place for all of these people's interests that they could just go right to this spot, and get what they were in, right? Crafted an aesthetic and found like this niche group of people. It's like, hey, everybody, if you're into this, you can come to my page, the latest shit, and no matter what it was, like whether fucking music videos, his niggas music that he would sneak in there from time to time, but most of it's pictures, most of it's other people's music, videos, shit like that. I don't know if anybody got a chance.
Tumblr aesthetic shit where you can reblog shit and it just becomes a part of like, you know, your grander image or whatever.
Yeah. And so like that was the whole thing of Tumblr. That's the draw of Tumblr, right? And that's what ASAP Yams did for the ASAP mob, is that without real nigga Tumblr, his Tumblr, right, there is no ASAP mob rise to fame, because they needed that place, right, to cultivate all these people's interests into one, right? Make these people realize that these interests, or like that their music or ASAP music, right, fits this aesthetic, fits this interest, and so therefore you should check it.
Yeah. Like if you're into this type of shit, or if you feel like you identify with this type of shit on any level of the spectrum, you might as well fucking come fuck with us.
Exactly. And he's not even saying that, like one of the big things was that he didn't list his own affiliation with it. Now, I mean, that's him there though, but we're doing something different platform. For this, for me, is like, I love the fact that you're putting this stuff out there, because this is what it resonates with us, what we find interesting, dope, right? And it puts together a group of people, hopefully, as we put more there, right, that have similar interests or aesthetic, so that we grow a population of fucking followers eventually. What's up, Mugen?
Oh, you fucking went out there and got you a fucking cat, nigga?
I didn't go get shit. He climbed in my lap. Excuse me. Get out.
Anyways.
Yeah. What? Yeah. So I'm saying is that's what that TikTok is to me, right? Is a group of our own interests, shit that we like, that allows people to see into a grip of, allows them to get perspective on some of the shit that we're going to say in the that's my hope, right? that's what I mean, hope.
I think that's what ends up happening for not just like that social, but the whole social. You know what I mean? Like I know that we market the fucking world's, like the Well Spoken Token is like a blurred podcast, and it is, like, you know, Black Nerd podcast, like it is, but more so than anything, like on every level, like it's about the not duality, but the spectrum of interest. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like it's like you don't have to be involved in one thing. You know what I mean? You don't have to live in one box. You don't have to do one fucking thing. You can be
not
anything.
Pigeonholed to be these things. Like,
Yeah.
And one, and we'll get to this actually, because bringing up ASAP Yams actually leads to another point, is that, it's the 10-year anniversary this year for ASAP Mob, Live Love ASAP.
For the greatest mixtape of my generation.
For real. It was
the greatest
like
mixtape that has ever existed. Live Love ASAP.
Live Love ASAP was fucking a master. One of my favorite mixtapes ever. And I grew up with like no ceiling.
Shout out to fucking What's Your Name for putting me on to ASAP Rocky.
Yes,
because that nigga, I remember when that nigga told me about the ASAP Rocky Live Love ASAP tape. He was like, it's like Wiz Khalifa, but like different. And I'm like, nigga, I hate Wiz Khalifa. Don't never tell me shit's like Wiz Khalifa.
The weird thing was, we talked about this. I'm a Wiz Khalifa fan, but I was not a Wiz Khalifa album fan. I liked Wiz Khalifa's YouTube cuts, Reefer Party, fucking him and Chevy Wood, like Chevy Woods, yeah. Like I love that shit. But fucking ASAP Mob, right? You pulled up, because again, shout out to you and fucking put me ASAP Mob. I was like, wow, what the fuck? Why did you say Wiz Khalifa? Because this is like Texas screwed up fucking like.
And that's why I was like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? This is like Wiz Khalifa.
Like,
but he only meant like vocal inflection and shit like that. Like the ability. Because, like at that period in time during the blog era, niggas was like cutting all their breaths out, so you never heard a breath in any song. So it never felt like the words were like flowing into each other. So like you listen to fucking Cushion Orange Juice, or you listen to fucking the Live Love ASAP tape, most if not all of the fucking tape is like, every time like somebody takes a breath, it's like cut right the fuck out. So shout out to them niggas for that.
Absolutely. I mean, like there's so many standout tracks on that fucking mixtape. Brand New Guy, fucking
fantastic.
Peso,
fantastic.
The original Purple. I like the remix too, but the original.
What remix are you fucking talking about? Oh, you talking about the whatever? Yeah. You know what's shitty? Yeah. You know what's like really shitty? Is like when you come from that era of hip hop and you like did a remix to the song, so now you don't remember the original lyrics to the fucking song. Like I can't tell you the words to Purple Swag, but I can give you bar for bar whatever the fuck I wrote for it.
Like I remember my whole verse for Purple Swag.
Oh, I remember. I remember. You might as well play it for them niggas at some point, but not right now. This is for my niggas getting high on the regular. I'm hotter than the crack in the streets. They be selling you. You thought you killed that shit.
I did. I thought I was really rapping.
You thought you thought you smashed that bitch.
I was not aware that the whole point of chopping and screwing shit and making things slow was not to say the things slow. Like you don't say them slowly. You say them at normal pace, and then you allow somebody to pitch down. Slow it for you.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded good. It still sounded good. I still listen to it on occasion.
Yeah, I was very happy it came out the way it did. It could have been bad.
Every now and again, if I'm like in a weirdo cipher and I'm like, ooh, boy, do I not feel like rapping? I don't really know y'all niggas like this. I'll pull your verse out on the Purple Swag shit and just like pretend like I wrote it or pretend like it came off the top of my head.
That's honorable. I appreciate that.
It lends itself. It lends itself to sounding like you never wrote anything down.
I didn't. Write it.
Write what? Write that for what?
Yeah, no, what? No, Lil Wayne doesn't write. I'm not worried.
Yeah, no problem. Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, NBA YoungBoy. I don't write nothing down.
Black doesn't write his shit.
Like, yeah, 6 Lack don't write shit. Yeah, good for him.
I was just saying 6 Lack, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna give that nigga respect.
Yeah, Black. No, he deserves his respect. My bad, Black. But anyway,
yeah, love letter.
Such a good fucking mixtape. Shout out to fucking ASAP, the ASAP Mob, the whole squad for putting that putting that shit out.
And rest in peace. Shout out to fucking ASAP Yam for like really putting out a blueprint for motherfuckers to build themselves up on, build a brand. Because that motherfucker, had he survived, had he lived to be now, who knows what else he could have helped out ASAP do what he by himself. I think that honestly, even though the ASAP has done really well since then, I think that they really did lose the wing when And again, like I said, I'm for the blueprint to help creators, young niggas build their own shit. I think that that's applicable when it comes to this TikTok shit, any other social or page. Is that like, yo, you craft your own aesthetic, you put your interest and yourself out there, and you build this, or your image that you build out there for people online. From there, like, give them your soul. Not like in a devil type shit, but like, you take these things. It's like, hey, you already understand what these things, what my aesthetic is. You already understand what my thoughts are and shit. So take what my thoughts create. Here's my content. Here's what I'm making from these, or from these experiences of reference putting out.
Yeah, it's like understand the vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so like we're still very beginning. Like I hate to even say that like that, because it's like, damn, at this years now, I'm up on year next. So like I'm very, we it's coming up, dog. Like right.
What did you say? You said 1 year?
2 years.
Yeah, it's about 2 years now.
Yeah, we're about to be 2 years in March,
and we've only gone downhill from there. So
Yeah, I mean, but that's what's beautiful about it.
Yeah,
there's ups and downs in this shit. I'm very excited. We've done duo podcast, solo podcast. We ain't had 3 niggas on yet, but we going to.
We about to have
like it's nowhere but up, nigga. Like we're not at the ground floor at the bottom. I think that we are actually doing a.
Nah, I mean retention's high, and that's what I'm fucking with. Like as much as like, even though like the numbers, quote numbers, are down, like fucking the retention, the amount of niggas listening all the way through, the amount of niggas engaging, the amount of niggas like actually trying to like create a bond or like whatever through this shit has increased, and I'd rather have that than a bunch of randos fucking with you. You know what I mean? No disrespect to the family for like whatever, because like I know them niggas and probably never gonna hear this shit. But anyway,
nah, all right, man. But nah, again, all of that shit to say, yo, I'm very happy with where we're at, right? And I'm not content, not complacent, very ready to try to continue to grow, and super happy everybody that has chosen to grow.
Agree.
You said you had some like a nigga that you met on Twitter that was like had some bars, right?
Yeah. Go ahead, cue that bitch up. There's this nigga I had I had talked to, corresponded with on Twitter, named Jalopy Bungus. Fucking love that name. Beautiful fucking name. And on Jalopy Bungus, he has a song called SMDX4, like Suck My Dick Times 4. And nigga, that's been my anthem periodically from like when I went on deployment to when I came back. You know what I mean? Like I just fuck with that whole little shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like I feel that, like, so whenever you find a song that like meets your energy, right? That like gives you this hey, this is exactly what I need to hype myself up. This is exactly what I need.
Yeah.
The motherfucking day.
Like I can get dressed to this shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I can get dressed. I might be able to aggressively clean the crib to this motherfucker. Like this is a jam.
Right.
Now I had a chance to kind of dip into it, and I was like, this shit going on in the pod. We gotta listen to this.
Yeah. Go ahead, cue him up, big dog.
Yeah, we in there.
Bobby, I don't know. Hey. Hey. I do this shit. My uncle, my mama, my sister, protect. They tell me don't stay in my city. It's crazy in my city.
Don't do the drops.
Niggas dick ride. I don't get that. Don't go with niggas. I ain't with the chit chat. You in a shot? Did you miss that? Play a circle. Not re- I travel, but I do not pick up the dribble. Word full of snakes in my head on a swivel. Weigh on my words, and these birds with a riddle. I talk to a bitch like I'm Dr. Doolittle.
Oh.
All these niggas be claiming they eating they lunch. Get respect by the utmost. I need something to counter, so walk in the front door. And half of you pussy ass niggas go get in your bed if I put your ass.
Don't do it.
This for the record, ain't no Guinness. This is me, I am a menace. I came up from roaches and holes in the ceiling. Termites hit the wall in the kitchen, nigga. Tip your hat like you Jimmy Ricky. My energy different. If you don't get me, you can't get to me, nigga. A lot of y'all pretend to be pitching me, being something I ain't meant to be, nigga. Suck my dick on repeat. Suck my dick on repeat. Suck my dick on repeat.
Oh my god. Oh,
man, you're not gonna finish it, nigga? What the fuck happened?
That was it.
It is only 1 minute and 17 seconds long.
Yeah, like that's the one thing I'll say about new music is that short as fuck.
Yes,
like,
indeed.
damn, I need this for a whole drive, and I gotta repeat it fucking 80 times. But nah, that shit was fucking fly. Jalopy Bungus, man.
That nigga nice.
SMDX4. Check that out on YouTube or Spotify. You got his Instagrams? You know what his
Yes,
Instagrams
Jalopy
be?
Bungus. Good luck. Nobody took that shit from that nigga. Jalopy Bungus. JALOPY Bungus. BUNGUS.
Jalopy Bungus. Yeah. So guys, that's about it. We got out for the pod today. Wagwan, everybody. Have a good one. It's the well spoken talking and my brother. And we out.
Goodbye.
Book.